Could you explain a little bit for the listeners who may not know the current situation of the farming industry and the current situation of farmers in Nigeria?
When you go to those farms, you see those women struggling, even with their babies at their back. Some who carry their children to the farm to go and work with them.
As a Muslim, my faith teach me that it's important that knowledge should be shared. I think determination and passion for what you do is key.
Hey guys, welcome to Take a Leap podcast. I'm Naftali Rodriguez.
And I'm Ocean Marshall. Here at Take a Leap, we talk to people of different faiths about how they're trying to change the world.
Today we have an episode from our Take a Leap collab with BYU Pathway Worldwide Interns in Africa. Our intern today is Oluwadare Gabriel Olaleye from Nigeria.
We're going to meet Gabriel in a second, but first let's go to Man on the Street, where we ask people around campus questions to see what they think. Today we ask them about their family history. Specifically, how far back does your family go until they're living on a farm? How would you answer?
Well, my grandma's family still lives on a farm in Mexico, so it's
Perfect.
pretty close.
Yeah, I think it was my great-grandpa. Their family lived on a farm. Other than that, we're all dentists, so.
Okay, sweet. Make sure to check out additional content on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
How far back in your family is everyone farmers?
Oh, I just am not even sure. Do you know this about your family?
Yeah, it's like 2 generations.
Yeah, maybe like 2.
Yeah.
3 maybe?
I don't think we've ever been on a farm. My grandma, she was an orphan, but I know that her family, somebody in her family grew stuff. She's from Italy.
Maybe 3 generations back.
My grandmother grew up on a farm in Arkansas.
So let's meet our intern, Gabriel. He's a remote social media manager with Activate Your Greatness in Philadelphia and currently enrolled in Ensign College through Pathway. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us why you wanted to start podcasting?
All right, thank you. My name is Oluwadare Gabriel Olaleye. I'm from Nigeria, and I'm from a set of people that loves education. I have 2 degrees and currently working on my 3rd degree now. This is my first time into podcasting. Yeah, as a student at Ensign College, learning about communication, I saw how important communication is in human race. So I really enjoy storytelling, talking about people's stories and their life experience. So joining a podcast like this is powerful way for me to share my voice, ideas, and solutions on important issues. I love to do things that allows me to connect different perspectives and bring in meaningful stories to a wider audience.
That's so cool. I love how you described your love for communications. I'm studying communications right now, and I agree. I feel like it's a good way to converse and get to know people. So was there a particular reason that inspired you to interview your guest?
Yes, there are a lot of reasons. Number one, the guest is a cousin of mine, and I knew how difficult it was for both of us to grow up together. We actually had our first degree together at the same university. There's a need for me to bring out his story, his personal story, to people so that they can learn and they can pick up some things, some important experience of his, and then turn it into some positivity in their lives.
So can you tell us about his project in a couple of sentences?
He is currently working on a project that would allow farmers, especially women in farming industry, to earn more money, to develop their skills also.
That's so cool. And I think that's important that we are able to recognize what's going on in different parts of the world, you know. Could you explain a little bit for the listeners who may not know the current situation of the farming industry and the current situation of farmers in Nigeria?
Currently, in some part of Nigeria, we believe that women should go more into farming. And when you go to those farms, you see those women struggling, even with their babies at their back. Some who carry their children to the farm to go and work with them. And it's really difficult for them to survive in those kind of conditions. So his work is actually trying to help provide a more practical means for them to sustain themselves instead of wasting so much time in farm.
This is Take a Leap from BYU Radio, featuring an intern from Nigeria with a professor helping farmers increase their produce and self-reliance.
Gabriel's guest is Dr. Adebowale Tolulope, a professor at the Nigerian Federal University of Agriculture. He obtained his PhD degree in animal nutrition from the Academy of Sciences, Beijing, China.
He is a recipient of the TWAS UNESCO Visiting Researcher Fellowship and has won both national and international award grants.
Let's hear about how Dr. Tolulope is helping small farmers in Nigeria.
My name is Dr. Adewale. I'm a senior extension fellow here in FUNAB, Federal University of Agricultural Abeokuta. My work basically is to teach, to carry out research and extend research activities to rural communities and environs. About 70% of my work is to extend the research activities, innovations to smallholder farmers, to enlighten farmers on how to go about innovative methodologies, to inform them about what is going on in the institutions, which we believe that they may not have the opportunity to know about. So by going out there to meet them one-on-one. So apart from teaching and research that we all know about, the extension arm of the university does that, which is AMREC.
All right. Thank you very much for that. I would also like to know about how your faith or religion influence how you teach, mentor, and serve others.
Personally, I think everybody should be treated equally, and everybody have the right to have access to information. So as a Muslim, I think religion, my faith teach me that it's important that knowledge should be shared. But practically, I won't have any reason that I'm influenced by my religion to reach out to people. But in some cases, we have courses to go to churches, to meet small groups of people in churches through probably influence from external bodies that know one person in my department or the other. And it's not a bad idea to use that platform to reach more people.
All right, thank you very much. So now, as a lecturer at the Federal University of Agriculture, and then working with AMREC also, I believe there are some challenges that farmers are facing that your research, your work is helping to overcome. So what are some of those challenges, and how are you being helpful in resolving those challenges that may be facing farmers and any other person around?
Yes, one major problem in Nigeria is high cost of feed. I mean, the proportion of ingredients used in making a feed, about 60 to 70% of that is influenced by the cost of maize. So cost of feed and in particular as well, the cost of feed also takes about 70% of cost of production. So you can see that maize drives the cost of livestock production. So there are some recent ones that ILRI, International Livestock Research Institute, that they develop an innovation called HQCP, High Quality Cassava Peel. And I have tried to extend, I've made a lot of research on this, on how farmers can utilize these products to replace maize sustainably. So I've been able to sustainably use HQCP to replace maize up to 75%, meaning that farmers can save a lot of money by using HQCP. And what is this HQCP? High quality cassava peel. In this part of the world, in fact, globally, Nigeria is #1 producer of cassava, and as such, we generate enormous amount of cassava peels, which traditionally we use it to feed the ruminants. So the HQCP is just an innovation to transform this cassava peel that is ideally thrown away or not properly prepared. So we train farmers to follow some protocols, simple or easy to adopt protocols to transform this cassava peel into a product that can now be used for different categories of livestock, including now fish, poultry, and the like. So as such, extending this to rural farmers, women that are major, that are key in the production of cassava, serves as an additional source of income to them, because, just producing cassava peel and throwing on the floor, using it to feed goats, and now that you can transform it into a high value material, generates a second, or let me say, additional source of income for these rural women and farmers generally.
All right, thank you very much for that. That's a lot of stress in order to help farmers. So I would like to also ask, in delivering these deliverables to farmers, do you face any challenges, and how do you overcome those challenges?
Definitely, there will definitely be challenges left and right in any work that you do. But I think determination and passion for what you do is key. So I think those two things, I love what I do. I love research. I love meeting people. I like breaking down technology in bits to people that don't have it. I love to touch lives, and this makes things much more easy. I think that's what has been pushing me. You know, the rural roads are very bad. Even though the government is helping the researchers now to get that remuneration, but you just keep moving. Once you love what you're doing, things gets easier day by day.
Thank you very much. Now, before we hit the last question, I want to know, at what point did you decide that lecturing is the best for you, researching is the best for you instead of other field?
Well, I think at the very early stage, I think around immediately I finished my master's degree. I think around that period of time, I was determined not to stop at my first degree, definitely. So as I was about completing my second degree, I reached out to some people, some of my lecturers in the university that I love principle. I'm a very principle person. I love discipline. And I love details, listening to details. So my first call was, I want to join the military, because I love the discipline aspect of that. So I just told one of a very high-profile professor in the university that, considering military, and NYSC as well, the National Youth Service Corps, they drilled us during that time. And I was passionate with that. I'm always at the forefront during the marching section and the exercise. So I love that aspect. So these two, I believe these two will help. And the man just told me, he's the senior professor now, just advised that, you will enjoy lecturing. I just picked it out and I went for my PhD. And fortunately, I got a fellowship to study abroad, and that makes things from there.
That's a wonderful story. And I believe we also learned from this experience. So lastly, what advice do you have for young people who face challenges education-wise and so on?
Well, I think, education is key. Education is light. As much as possible, we should really try to get a very good quality education as much as we can, no matter what it takes. And after that, just follow your passion. I believe you get there.
That's our show. Take a Leap is produced at BYU Radio by Heidi Clough with additional production by Nick Levitt. This Pathway collaboration was only possible with the support of Joshua Yankson, Rebecca Archibald, Monica Stallings, Sylvia Gomarias, Kindness Pokuma, and Connor Pay. We're your hosts,
Ocean Marshall
and Eftala Rodriguez.